Okay, everybody, welcome. You can see some sketches on screen because we are going to tackle Venusaur today. And then maybe after this we will do some dragons for Smogus. Then we'll see maybe some other Pokemon or Digimon or Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Why not? Also, next Monday we will have, I believe, not 100% sure yet, which should be on Monday, an Ethermon stream. So I'm going to be designing a new Ethermon on stream. So it's in collaboration, or I would say sponsored by Ethermon, by my friends at Ethermon, and it's going to be pretty cool. So I've got all my references ready. By the way, we got 700 subs on YouTube, which is pretty awesome. Thank you very much. Let me pull the reference. Okay, where was it? Pure ref. Okay, so Venusaur is some sort of frog. Oh, where's my chat? Wait, please load. Okay, so it's some sort of frog, and so that's what I'm gonna try to make, some kind of strange frog, reptilian frog instead of amphibian. This is the basic pose, pretty much the same from the original artwork. These are kind of made up a little bit, so we'll see if I can go with any of these or not. I'm not sold on any of these yet, so we will see. I probably want to stay fairly dark. Unfortunately, I accidentally destroyed my brush. One of the brushes. I'm gonna have to remake it. It's fine, it's not a big deal, but I'm not gonna use it today. I'm gonna have to use something else eventually. I did like that brush. It took me a while to make it. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make it again now. A good references for both the animals and the plant, well, the animal and the plants. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know if I want froggish eyes. Maybe froggish eyes are better for now. And ears. Well, it's got ears, which is a little strange. They could become like horns, like horned lizard horns. They're connected. The other part, there is some kind of strange turtle frog, which is very similar to Venusaur, except obviously the plant and the bat. So I might use that as reference as well. Do I want it to have some sort of beak? Maybe? No. Probably not. It doesn't have it. It's still got a little like thing like this. Let me just do that. Some window is slamming here. It's windy again. Like, I don't mind if it's exactly the same basic pose. Might edit it later. And funny fact, in fact, this is similar to a monster I'm working on for something else. Or at least this like wide mouth. Completely a coincidence though. That was not inspired by Venusaur. Not the least. Not the least. And it's got nostrils. Oh, let me record. Here you go. Yeah, this is really like very, very, very similar to the original pose. I literally copied the basic pose and changed a few things, but obviously I did not trace it because this is on paper. But I'm not against, you know, starting with that like I did with the Blastoise. I kind of like that. I'm gonna change them obviously a little bit, but I'm okay with starting with those. I could have actually started with the basic pose for Blastoise from the cartridge and Pikachu too, so that I would have like angry cartridge Pokemon basically. Do I want? Yeah, I don't think it ever uses the tongue like strangely. This is a fat lake. Let's see, what do I want? In terms of plants, I've got a few with like white leaves. Banana plant is probably what it is. Doesn't really matter that much. It could be any plant that's got broken leaves in the end, as long as it looks somewhat similar. Unfortunately, Venusaur already has these nice little notches, not notches, bumps and details. Life a little. I hope you guys are working on some dragons. Some dragons for Smogust. I am. Oh, did I? Oh no, shit. Okay. Whew. Thought I was drawing on that later. That would have been fairly miserable. So yeah, I am working on a few dragons. And those are the ones we're gonna do live. So depending on how this one takes, how long this one takes. Back leg. It's probably, I think the knee's probably somewhere here. It's gonna have somewhat frog legs, but not completely. Close there. I think this one here, on that side is the. No. I don't have it. No, I think it might be the Thunder Drake. It might just be that. You'll have to see the preview here too, though. Oh well. So now, leaves. So one leaf should come down here. The flower on top is a Rafflesia, sort of, like the biggest flower in existence. I want to account for that. I would. Let's just copy the basic pose for now. See what comes. A big problem that the artwork has is that we're looking up, but we see the hole in the flower, which is not possible. So I'm gonna do the opposite thing. And this is some sort of like the stem is some sort of or trunk. It's some sort of palm tree, apparently. So I'm gonna do that, and then take Rafflesia, and probably want to add the spikes still, or something like that, and then figure out. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 petals. Venusaur has 6, I think. That's fine. So this is pretty much the basic pose, just a little more angry. I want to get it to the others, and then we will merge them a little bit. We'll try to figure something out design-wise. This one, it was an accident. Like I just thought it could be like a loading solar beam or something. But I noticed it's kind of similar to the original sprite, the one that was never used, or maybe it was in Pokemon Green. It was really bad. Or it was a beta, I'm not sure. So, anyways, I don't know if I like this. It's very kind of submissive, I guess. Yes, person in the street. More power to you. Overpowered. I want to see if I can get the sort of I am tired expression. Maybe the eyes can be blank. Said they have to be exactly like those in the either frog or artwork. The thing here is basically proceeding to adding details and like gritty stuff to the base very simple cartoony image. That's how I'm thinking about it, or the way I'm trying to think about it. But this one is basically squished, a little too squished probably. Should be readying, like pulling back. Hello, couch potato. Fried potato couch. It's a fried potato couch. Gummy Mona Lisa. A wider mouth might be good because I think yeah, Venusaur kind of has a large mouth. Tornado warning? Oh damn. Is it so you're not near the mountains, I guess? Damn, I didn't know you got tornadoes there. Did you ever get one? Or did you ever experience one? That's gotta be a tough situation, dude. A situation you find yourself in. Find yourself in a situation. Nothing ever too serious. Well, I mean, still a tornado. It is rather serious, you know. Well, I hope it goes away. Or I hope it doesn't form, or it doesn't land. It's storming like crazy. Well, I'm thankful we do not have that kind of extreme weather here then. The most extreme weather I've ever experienced was in Japan, so I know some about typhoons, but not tornadoes. I've seen water twisters in person, but it was not that dangerous. They didn't rarely make landfall if they form on the water. But man, tornado. God. Is there a forecast about how strong it's gonna be? Hopefully not an F6. That would be pretty bad. Yep, it's gonna be there. No, I'm gonna take the Rafflesia shape. And possibly also make the petals larger. Oh, I forgot to notify Discord. Good. Holy shit. This thing doesn't work. Restream is not notifying anymore. And watch for dark swirling clouds. Well, stay inside. Do you have? I guess you do have a tornado shelter, like the classic ones. That's when all those prepper things become useful. Maybe I can add some kind of sparkly effect or something. Or I can do like Pikachu, except it's gonna be like swirling inside. That could be cool. Yellow, probably, for solar beam. That could be interesting. I don't really like this pose, and the flower needs to be adjusted. Probably lengthened a little bit. This one is very frog-like. Well, anyway, yeah, it sucks that you got tornado warning. Be safe. Safe. Or a safe. Or both. You know, I think there is a reason why those leaves are squarish, because otherwise it's full of just circles. So we'll see. Base 1 should be fun. Doing some science stuff for work, and what do you know? I got a question about calico cats. Well, what a coincidence. As I am working on a calico cat. On a catlico. Or a catlico. Goblin calico cat. At least you get to do, I guess, a good variety of things for work. Right? It's not the first time I think you mentioned doing some science stuff. So give him a large mouth. Calico will have to be female. Why? So, Calica. Calica. I forgot which pose I wanted to make when I did the sketch here. Probably just something like this, like spreading the wings. No, spreading the legs, front legs, arms, spreading the arms, or the gene for coat color is carried on the X chromosome, which is why most calico cats are female. Okay. Most. Not all. You said most? I have continued playing Final Fantasy 13, by the way. It is very linear. It is extremely linear. I get what people are saying now. It's not like Final Fantasy 10. Well, maybe this can be. Maybe it's like this pushes up. Should be something like this. I feel like the eyelids give away the fact that it's kind of like a lizard. Yeah, right, the map is completely useless. It's starting to feel a little bit too linear, like, Jesus, really, really, really just one place you can go. That's a little much. I know it opens up after a while, and I got the first summon. Now, it's enjoyable, it's just push forward, fight, and then watch a cutscene. So far, that's a problem. It's a wasted opportunity. I read somewhere today that the devs were complaining about the difficulty of making towns for a new generation console, well, back then a PS3. And yet, like, Sakaguchi's team did it. Other people did it. So they were just lazy. I think they were just lazy. I don't think it's a design choice. It's like, we don't want to make all those HD assets for towns. Probably. Something like that. That's very unfortunate, because the game itself, like the story's okay. I mean, it's not, you know, a genial thing. It's not. But man, like, this session on Cocoon is really long. I know it's kind of it's mostly like a long tutorial because I keep getting tutorials about the Eidolons and whatnot, but that is unfortunately very, very, very long for being so limited. What a wasted opportunity. Really. What a wasted opportunity. It could have been so much more. If only they had interspersed some sort of town or like small or even an encampment or something, but it feels very empty. Like there's nobody apart from you and the soldiers and the monsters. That feels a little empty to me, which is sad. I like Saz though. Speaking of things, Saz is a pretty cool character. Again, the characters themselves, I have no real issue with them. They're not brilliantly written, but not too bad. But I'm starting to beg for a little more variety. I'm still enjoying so far. The environments and visuals look great, but I feel like it's just aesthetics. In a video game, you want to interact with the world and just stare at it. Yeah, right. That's my point. There isn't really much to do apart from going forward and fighting. Nothing. Like literally nothing else, and it's a little monotonous. It's like a demo. I don't know. It feels like a demo. So far, at least. And I've played maybe 6-7 hours at this point. So 6-7 hours in, you really have to, show some stuff. Because otherwise, it's stalling, not staling. Well, stale and stalling. This one, like the idea of this, except it needs to be a little fatter. This is not bad. So yeah, it's very pretty, but very, very, very limited. How unfortunate that is. It could have been so much more. I'm still gonna finish it probably, but I am a little disappointed by the lack of interactivity of the world. Yeah, it's like you look at it, it's like, oh, that's A. Can I go there? No, probably not. Also, I think that they, like with the naming things, the names, the fact that they keep saying post Lassie and other Lassie things, that's starting to become a little too much. Like once you introduce them, you should probably find a quicker way to say it. Sin was easy, just Sin spawns. It's pretty easy, but all these technique like specific names, I don't know how I feel about that. Venusaur can use Vine Whip, right? I kind of like the original pose. Duplicate. I agree. It's a bit heavy on the keywords and such. Sometimes I have a hard time following what they're saying. Right. Because they keep saying it's a post lassie, and then in the next sentence they only use lassie or falsi. So why just use one word? Just use it consistently. That should be enough. The idea of perhaps a bat. The greenery here probably should overgrow. A little more. Good shape design. I think this is not good. Oh yeah, nice game, but I think it missed the point. It doesn't feel much like an RPG. Also because the, yeah, you have the Crystarium. You rarely get weapons. Like, I still have the, like, just the second weapon I found. For everyone. You can only use the character, so far, the characters they choose. And that's like, okay, well, I can live with that. But the customization is not much. Even the Crystarium, you cannot just grind. First, you have to like go back, like farther back, if you want the enemies to respawn. Secondly, unless it's unlocked with the story, you can only go so far with the Crystarium. In fact, I generally fight everybody. And so far, the problem I had was that there was no way for me to just get stronger after a while. I get it, it's like some sort of tutorial area still. But I would have appreciated more, yeah, definitely more customization. We'll see. It's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Hey Saman, we were talking about Final Fantasy 13. How are you doing? How are your chickens? You say chickens? No, I think it's chicken plural too, right? I thought the Crystarium would be like a class system, but realistically you need to max them all out since you need to shift roles anyway. Yeah, pretty much. You just max them all out, and I maxed them all out before the boss in the Crystal Lake, so I always feel like it's leaving, like the game is leaving something on the table, basically. 5 likes and 1 person watching. Are there? I don't know. I didn't check. I guess everyone left. The likes are not mine. 1 person watching is me, so I think it might be wrong because we are 2, at least 2. It's you. No, now it says 4. Maybe YouTube noticed. I like this one. It's a little unbalanced on the side though. A little unbalanced. Or an ambulance. This could be better. I don't know if it's a good pose for Venusaur. I don't know if we could probably make the flower bigger. If I no, comes helicopter wings. Probably not a good idea. But yeah, anyway, again, the game's presentation is great, but it's like watching something. I'm feeling like I'm watching a lot of cutscenes. Not much is really happening because we still have to do the same thing we had to do before, and everything else is just fight. Your chickens are okay. Father bought 5 more chickens, so our flock won't become weak in the next generations. We do it once every like 4 years. I see. Nice. Yeah, to have like stronger offspring. I asked because sometimes it happens when the stream lags. Okay, no, I don't think it's lagging. Just go with the basic form, the basic shape. I still have the previous more simple one. I mean, that's the part that irks me. You watch a cutscene, get into the map, and walk for 30 seconds, then another cutscene. Yeah, it's so at the beginning they were. I feel like there were not as many, or maybe I didn't notice as much because I was streaming. But now it's like really, that's a lot of cutscenes. It's basically just watching the game. So I don't know if I like that. I'm okay, you know, I'm okay in having a good balance. I think I mentioned it several times, but this is starting to be too unbalanced on the other side. A little heavily unbalanced on the other side. Maybe you can have a bigger jaw. Not in the beginning, no, but like the parts right after where you were in the stream had that lot. Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. See, again, I'm not against storytelling at all, but there is something called balance, and the game is going terribly off balance. Terribly off balance. What's wrong with this? Not a fan of how it's looking. Should be a little more fat. Should be more fat. Venusaur. Fatosaur. Maybe it's turning together with the head a little bit. Okay, what if I simplify the use now? Let's get rid of the wine whip there. I know it opens up, but it feels like it might be 30 hours, yes. Yeah, that's too much to ask. 10 hours is already too much. 10 hours is a game, 30 hours is an old Final Fantasy game. So it was I think it was mostly laziness from the devs. Oh, we don't want to make towns. See, that's the problem Game Freak has too. Japanese developers are not so, like, what Japanese people in general, they do not like change, which is inevitable. By the way, change is inevitable, but they're so resistant to change. And so when there's a new console, even if it's theirs, like what, PS3, nope, man, no, it take forever to get used to it. The game could have been much better if only they actually used the PlayStation 3 hardware properly. Yeah, Saman, I think it was the devs being lazy on that. I heard, actually, I read that about the towns. Because it was too much work. Literally, they said too much work. 13.2 the same way, I'm not sure. I know there is a Moogle, and I'm afraid the Moogle might be the shopkeeper that travels with you. But someone more knowledgeable than me. I only played the demo. It was okay. It was just a lot of button mashing with the active time events. So again, it's just like 2 characters, I think, or 3. 2 characters, and then you got monsters. It's a trend nation. No. No, it's not a trend nation, trust me. It's Japanese. Japan is like the least modern of modern countries. Like, you go there, you see people that cut grass with ancient tools that we don't use anymore because they're not convenient. Like the saw they used to, like the saw is the hand saw. Clearly, the best way to use a handsaw is not the sword grip, it's the saw grip, right? You hold it, the blade is perpendicular to, or it's basically a continuation of your arm, right? And you don't have to bend. You hold your hand straight, normal, then you grip, and then you pull back and forth, right? And then you cut. That's the most natural way to hold a saw. A wood saw, but they still use the ones that you hold like a knife. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. You can do maybe a little more fine work with those, but they still use them for everything. There's no point in doing that. Workaholic Japanese say too much work. The workaholic nature is false. No, it's not too much work. It's just not efficient. Something that Japanese person doing in 16 hours, a normal person like from the West can do in 8. Like even the same qualification. They're slow. They're just very slow. I've seen that it takes forever to just write something. My wife is pretty efficient as a Japanese person, and it took her like more than half an hour to write 2 paragraphs or 1 paragraph for my visa. So that's not efficient. Time is limited, it's finite. You can't waste it like that. The saw grip is good for pulling, the sword grip is better for pushing. Yeah, in fact, that's, yeah. Because you push. In fact, no. Wait a second. I think you gotta pull. You gotta pull with those saws too. But anyway, it's, yes, obviously it's better if you gotta pull, but it's still more comfortable to use. Trust me, I've done woodworking. At least for me. I don't think it's habit. It's just more convenient to use the normal grip that we're used to. It's faster. For me, it's less tiresome. Again, it is less precise. You can get more precision with the other. If you want to do small stuff, absolutely, it's fine. But still, I mean, you can still get it with that if you got like very fine, like those diamond powder, very thin like wires. I've done a lot of woodworking, or a considerable amount in any case. So for me, like, there's really no point, and that translates to every other field. So like if you go to a field, you see that they're still using okay, the machines they use, when they use machines like for rice harvesting and planting, those are actually pretty advanced. But then you see other people, like most people, they use like very antiquated scythes, for example, to cut grass when they could use anything else. So yeah, if you're looking for something that's extremely modern, do not go to a Japanese company. Their banking system is ancient, like ancient. Is ancient. My country is not very good either. You go to the US or the UK, it's better, obviously, or even France. But they are just another level. Just another level. Which is whatever, I mean, more power to them, they can do whatever they want. But it's unfortunate that that game is so underdeveloped. Final Fantasy 13. I'm still probably gonna finish it. Probably. And if I hit a roadblock, I'm probably gonna cheat. So I kinda like the fat bulb here. Yeah, that's a rather standard pose. See if we can make it a little more frog-like. Bro, Japanese AI artists. We're literally calling some Japanese artists they fall backwards for complaining about making AI models off of their work. I thought Japanese people are trend chasers like South Korea. I don't think so. There, I've not. That's not my experience there. That's not been my experience with the Japanese. They're a very isolationist country. They don't like modern stuff, modern trends. Basically making this exactly the same as the original pose. They make some trends, I guess, and the research is pretty good, but application doesn't really stay in Japan usually. Unless you go to Tokyo. Tokyo is probably a little different, but the rest of Japan. Tokyo is not a good example of what you get in Japan. You go where I live, there's nothing. There's not even subway. Not the food chain. Like there is no subway, like to go around. No train. There isn't, and that's true for a lot of places. Most places, I guess. Most smaller. It's not so small. Like 500,000 people to a million. More than a million probably in the urban area. And no chikatetsu. No subway train. Oh well. By the way, the Crystarium is annoying to use. I thought I couldn't unlock some stuff, then I realized you have to hold in the direction and then click. Oh yeah, you have to do that. It's not the best system. They should have It should have let you basically navigate and then you click and then you go there. Like in Final Fantasy X. It's basically the same as a sphere grid. Just a little less. It's pretty, again, it's pretty to look at. Not so usable. Not so convenient to use. I'm gonna make it more fat. I'm gonna make it more fat. I'm gonna make a fat. That Venusaur. I don't know if I want to keep the basic. Do you think the Japanese are better at visual storytelling? They're trendsetters in manga and animation. They have a total dominance in the global market. Nah, their stories are not even that good. It's just they are enticing. On average, they put softcore porn pretty much everywhere. I don't know. So here's the thing: the society is so repressive, and they're so not used to expressing emotions and stuff that they gotta find some sort of, not even a coping mechanism. They gotta find a venting solution. I guess that's what it is. The same reason why all characters in anime and manga and games, they have colorful hair. They can't have colorful hair. They literally cannot. They'll get kicked out of school if they dyed their hair. There are rules. You cannot have dyed hair in the company. You cannot have dyed hair in school, like ever. Any kind of school, you cannot have that unless it's some sort of private institution or some strange thing. But on average, there are laws in school for which you cannot literally dye your hair, and you need a certificate if you are like half breed. You need a certificate, or they gotta know, because you gotta state that your hair is naturally blonde, for example. Exactly why convoluted? Just let me click on the one I want to use, right? I don't know. There are some strange choices in that game. The story not good, but the manga art and animation is kind of top tier. Yes, except for male anatomy. Male anatomy is often not very good in manga and anime. It's better, like if you look for good male anatomy, it's usually better in comic books, American comic books. But that's due to the fetish for women in Japan. Like they're so, you know. Is it? Yeah, but I don't think, are there laws against it? Because in Japan there are laws. Now, thankfully, or well, obviously, because I got black hair, my kids also have black hair, so they're not gonna get kicked out of school, or I'm not gonna have to fight them. But there are some things that are just, you know, strange rules like that. And again, the fetish for women. Yeah, Japanese men are usually skinny. That's why I look good in Japan. Because even if I am kind of skinny for here or Western average, in Japan I'm not. I'm rather normal or athletic. But yeah, that's not, I don't know if that's the point. The thing is, I don't know, I guess society is just like that. Like you tend to have a lot of fetish towards women, and so you're like, most people are not even interested in drawing the male body. Most artists, unless they're like, man. You'd be big and beefy in Japan. Yeah. Oh, there are some Japanese. Like my wife's brother is actually pretty big. Not big like an American big, but fairly big. He's bigger than me. And still, he wanted to put a 180 centimeters door in my house. I'm like, dude, you can't even go through it. Yes, in school they will send you home for 4 days. Okay. Really? Wow. Okay. Well, then if you like Japan, if you like that kind of rule. I don't. given, I think you need to have some sort of decency, okay? Jojo, yeah, right. He's big, but women love him. I believe, is it called decorum? Something like that. Is a good thing to have. So you need to have some sort of decency. The way you know, if you go to school, you want to, or to work, you know, you don't need to look like a punk, literally. Like, it's okay to have some sort of uniform. I'm not against uniforms 100%. But there is a, you know, they defy logic sometimes. Like, in winter, most of the places, girls have to wear skirts and like normal socks, even if it's snowing. That is not okay. I don't think you should ban color here. It's helpful to know what I should avoid. Well, here's the thing. They need conformity, right? They need people to conform. Their society works on a lot of cooperation, especially because they have a lot of disasters and they cannot afford people to just go off on their own if there is an emergency. They need to know they need to know what they can expect from people, right? I'm assuming that's what I've been told, but I'm assuming it is the valid explanation for how or why some things are like that, like strict. I can understand that. At the same time, it's really too much. So yeah, banning color here, why? It's not like everyone is gonna color their hair pink or something in any case. And like Chase says, it's I guess it's better to understand like who you can probably deal with and who you can't if you don't like that. It's a strange society. I was thinking about it today. And there are things you're like supposed to do versus things that might be better for you to do that I did not really agree with. Having small kids in Japan is hard. It's really hard because they've got all these strange norms and things that are expected. It's not if you're watching this and you're considering growing kids in Japan or just going to Japan and find a Japanese woman or something, do not, please. It's much harder than you think it might be. It's not the best place in the world, and you're gonna face a lot of things you will not like. Oh. Yes, I went to an all-boys school, and they had us change the uniform from a red shirt to a white shirt to see who's involved in fighting. Blood? Oh man. Okay. Let's see. Hello, Emperor Cheese. How are you faring? Or faring? Are you fairies? I'm trying to draw Venusaur. It's basically like just like a normal Venusaur. Just I might go with this because I'm liking it. Even if the pose is kind of, it's not special. Yeah, if you're looking for a submissive wife, we think again. First, it's not true. The submissive thing is completely fake. It's like you go there and ask someone, ask Japanese man. The only reason why they seem, you know, submissive is because Japanese men want that, and they're not gonna find a Japanese man or like a possible husband if they're not submissive. But then once they find one, they, you know, become what they really are. So not very cooperative people. That's true across the board. There might be exceptions, but that's the general consensus. Like, it's widely accepted that that is an okay thing to do in Japan. Widely accepted. So do not expect, oh, but the person I know is different. No. 99% of the times it's not. Oh, I'm okay, Emperor Cheese. No, fighting, no. Someone was talking about their school uniform having to be white so that everyone could see if they got involved in fights because of blood. That would have to be very hard fights though, to bleed. I'm kind of liking this as well. So I want a little more of a froggish stance, probably. It is a strategy, and it's not even hidden. Like it's widely accepted. So, okay, let me duplicate the ones that I am considering. So school dress codes, yes. Mostly had the girls could wear a short skirt at a certain length. No offensive slang. Whatever that means. Okay. I see. We did not really have many rules here. You do pretty much whatever you wanted, but like on average, people just self-behaved. It didn't need much. We kind of had a dress code, but it was controversial. Why was it controversial? Asians tend to be more calm without verb cheese. That's not true. I'm sorry. That's not true. That's not true. No, they're not more calm. I've read, like, go on Japan Life Reddit. I'm there, I'm subscribed there because, or I'm following because obviously I live in Japan. So I need to ask some things sometimes. I know Reddit is not the best place for to ask things, but you will have a bit of a reality check on how calm they are. They're not calm. They're repressed, which is different than calm. Calm is actually calm. Repressed is dangerous. Oh, in daily life, but that's why they're repressed. They're not calm. For me, calm is someone who is actually, you know, a calm person. Do we know someone who is calm? I'm thinking. I'm pretty sure I know someone who is actually calm. Man, I'm trying to think of who it was. But I'm pretty sure I know someone who is calm. Like it, I'm not remembering exactly who it is, but I know I know at least a person who is very calm. Like always calm. I mean, okay, well, just my neighbors, even my neighbors here. The wife. She's like a little older than my sister, like almost 50 maybe now. She's a very calm person, and she's always calm, like always. So she speaks calmly, like she is calm. I don't know them that well, but she's pretty calm. You? No. You're normal. You're average. It can be for multiple reasons. Cultural repression could be a reason. Russia could be a reason. Yeah, but that's not calm. Still, Asians tend to be more calm. Bro. We do that when we have guests. Yes, there seems to be a pressure to behave in a less expressive way. No, this seems to be. There is. There is, cheese. There is. Trust me. There is. You're not really allowed to, unless you want to be ostracized. If it's probably a complex term for everybody now, but if you do not want to be banned from the community, you need to do whatever they say. You cannot express your emotions. You can't do that. Otherwise, you're stupid. Otherwise, you're childish. Even if you have, you know, very legitimate complaints, you're not supposed to do that. unfortunately. Which is why I want to go to Japan with you. Well, if you want to go there in winter, I will be there in winter. I do not guarantee that I will be available because I might be sick, and I will not guarantee for your health. If you get sick from me, I can't do much for that because I'm getting sick for my kids. But if I'm not sick when you get there, I might get sick while you're there. So I'm enjoying my time off from disease. As you can tell, I've been disease-free for 2 months now, which is awesome. Because I never get sick. On average, I don't get sick. So yeah, on a stretcher, you carry me around. You would probably need that. Probably gonna need that, sir. You know what? I can start playing around a little bit with proportions. This is just Bulbous, like a Venusaur, like normal Venusaur. Trust me, Chase, they're corrupt enough already. If anything, he can get it corrupted. Outside of the USA, West Europe, and some Asian countries, self-expression means you're weird, and being weird, it's not good. Yeah, I guess. No, that's not what I mean with the freedom of expression. That's absolutely not what I mean. Silly gaijin trying to steal Japanese women, maybe Yakuza show to your house. Yeah. As I said many times, there is Yakuza where I am, so like very, very, very near where I am. Very, very much nearby. Should I make it fat? Fatosaur. I'm not a fan of this silhouette. Nah. The head, for him, the head's probably gonna have to go inside the silhouette. In any case, it's not that important. The important part is flower. So I might just go with the standard pose. Whatever. Honestly, I would go there expecting to meet someone. To meet? That is an ambiguous message. Be realistic and maybe go to the countryside to meet someone. You meet, like, to meet with me because I'm there? Or... I did, too late, cheese. Example, what do you like? Gundam figures? Oh, you're a child, you spend hundreds on it. What a loser. Wait, what? I lost the first part? I mean, whatever. People have hobbies, that's fine, I guess. I don't spend hundreds. I spent 30 maybe on the only one I have. Yeah, he wants to meet a woman. Probably. I'm gonna try to work on this a little bit. I would have so needed the other brush now. I feel like Venusaur is one of those Pokemon that it's gonna change too much if I morph the shape too much. I'm probably just gonna mostly just gonna add details. Like scales here of some sort. Come on. Look, this is pretty much the base pose. It's just the other side. Oh man. What if I go down? Yeah, hobbies are a form of expression and they're weird. Where I'm from is probably in Japan too. The same with most Middle East. Well, Japan is Far East. I don't know. It's hard to tell with Japanese. Like, they simply do not have hobbies because they do not have time for them, on average. Unless it's those, yeah. Unless it's like people who have hobbies are usually strange there. They're considered strange. Yeah, what if I change the flower shape? So I just need to have bigger. Bad. I'm still more convinced by this than anything else. Someone say cheese. Who said cheese? Maybe I can have this. It's too large. Comes out of there. I want it to be fat. Either I go back on this. This is very similar to just the original Pokemon Green art. Yes, they say cheese. They do. They do, Chase. Do it, cheese. Do it. I want to see it, but I know you will not do it. So. Will is useless without action. I want to use this. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna make some edits. Or. Ugh. Japanese men get isekai'd to be an artist in LA, or maybe. If I had time, I would. So why do you say it? And then I would show you my script and sketches and ask you how it could get worse and what you would do. I've already done that. There is no limit to how worse it can get. Trust me. This almost looks like the Mega version. You actually make him to a disgusting frog? Yeah. Some sort of. It is a frog, so. Maybe this for Oh, you've been busy with 3D? Jeez. What are you working on? What are you working on? I'm gonna be working on more monsters other than the ones I'm doing for work in here. I think for some new monster packs that everybody will be released for free. Hooray, hooray. I don't know if I like that. I gotta put away the images of Venusaur now, because otherwise it's not, after a while I just start just copying, not copying, but the mental image I have of them is too strong. Learning rigging, wow. Huh. Good luck. Man, rigging is hard. Rigging is hard, bro. I've done some rigging. Did not like it. Do you like it? If so, you could be my rigger. Because I can sculpt, I can model. I can model I'm pretty good at modeling. But man, rigging gets to my nerves. Should I just go with the normal one? I'm kind of thinking I should just go with that. Or maybe this one, it's a little modified. It's pretty much the same. Jeez. It's a rigger. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's try to go with this first, and then eventually I will change. I wanna try it. I gotta clean it up first. So. I'm thinking of making one-page comic. Oh, a one-page comic? That's cool. It's an alternative history joke where Hitler didn't go into politics and kept painting. And as an educational art book for compassion called Mein Kampf. It's not a bad idea. It's pretty funny. Or you can make a true story about how Hitler is still alive in Antarctica. He's like 140 years old or something. I don't know. You're gonna get some substance painter cheese. Substance painter. You know what? I need friends here. Is it buffering on YouTube? I don't think it's a bad idea, Simon. I think you should go for it. Sounds fun. In any case, it's just one-page comic. You publish it a few times, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know. Go and try. Best time to start is yesterday, so. A bit. You playing around with Mari? I don't know Mari. It's raining an army of Aryan penguins. That sounds funny. You should do it. I want to read it. Now you do it. Because I want to read it. It sounds fun. I'm just looking for some extra reference here. Everyone call Mr. Hammer or Mike Hammer. Does anyone know Mike Hammer? I like Mike Hammer. But Mr. Hammer is an anthropomorphic lollipop. What? He tries to solve problems with his hammer. Okay. I see. And I gotta blow my nose. Hold on. I really have to blow my nose. There you go. Yeah, Samuel, as I said sometimes already, I think you should draw a comic. Your style fits. It very well fits a comic, like a web comic. I was trying to see if I could get some... No, this is just the frog. Oh well. I think I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna try maybe half turtle or a frog. Yeah, it's more of a frog. It's more of a frog. It was dark and mean-spirited. Did you draw it? Or did you just write it? Like, did you draw any sketch for it? You know, we could do like I do the if it's something short, I can do the I can be the arm. That would be interesting. One day maybe. When you're done with Vyconauts, we can do some kind of project. Because Vyconauts is working out well in terms of working together, so. Can you send it over to me, Chase? I'm curious. I'm curious. Venusaur is based on a bullfrog. Yeah, I know. I have bullfrogs here as a reference. Several. You're such a ray of sunlight. Oh yeah, right. I don't mind dark humor. Actually, I like it, but I tend to avoid very depressive stuff with comics and manga. Well, then you're out of luck, because manga nowadays is very depressing. What do you mean help, Samuel? I would have to find them and scan them. Oh, okay, on physical paper. During Spanish class. That the famous Spanish class? You mean joining by voice, Samuel? Yeah, I think it gave me such hatred. I put it on paper. Okay. You put the hatred for your Spanish class on paper. Oh, Chase is joining to read the chat, Samuel. He's basically my helper for reading the chat. And also having a nice conversation. It's kind of different for him because we're working together basically on the game. So... well, it's fine, but there are... that really hit home and are grounded in reality or touch serious topics, but offers nothing but misery. Yeah. We will see, Samuel, because the point is that if I start opening up to a lot of people, then everyone wants to join and it becomes a little bit of a mess. And I would have to say no to a lot of people. So usually I try to keep it closed. But we might do some like Discord sessions. I'm considering. I've not defined it yet, but we might be doing some Discord sessions one of the days when I stream. So instead of streaming publicly, I can stream on Discord, and it's gonna be like open to everybody, so we can all talk by voice together. We had a jar where we had to pay the teacher money if we spoke in English. Wow. Eso es muy difícil, mi amigo. So yeah, we might have, I'm probably gonna have some sessions on Discord. Samuel, if you want to join those. We're all gonna talk together, like we did one with what was it, Magma Studio. The problem with that is for me is pressure sensitivity, so I'm not sure how I want to go about fixing it yet. But I will fix it at some point. Something you could add on Venusaur at the gum teeth. Yeah, they're like I'm adding the number of teeth more or less it has. Yeah, a little more maybe than that. That it has on the original art. That's just the tongue back there. Oh, you mean those teeth? Like, not exactly teeth. You had detention 8 times. 8 times. You're doing a Venusaur too, Samuel? Yeah, it is cool. Feel free to share it later. When you're done. I'm thinking what this could be. Not like this. Yeah, the other two, you know, did not have pupils, so should just have pupils. It's basically a horned toad. One is just going backwards. I don't think we've ever been in bad terms. On my side, anyway. There are always those teachers that fit a certain category, but won't go on about that with the detention. I've been almost kicked out once, I think, but not really, like not 100%. I had a teacher get angry with me and he told me, "You're brilliant, but you have no self-control." I had said something similar. I had someone tell me something similar to me. Not brilliant though, but they told me something like, "You're smart, but you should really learn to shut up. You talk too much. And you should stop getting distracted." I've been told like a lot of times. I get too easily distracted. Maybe that was before, like not nowadays. That's something I fixed actually. I worked a lot on and I fixed, but yeah, I used to get very distracted. Doing completely other, especially drawing. Not paying attention. Okay, it's looking good. Good and fat. It's looking fat. Come here, boy. Let me give you a smooch. Take a fat. You need a cigar. It's got the Brando cheeks. German accent? Yeah, the German accent. My teacher hit me with a stick in front of the class because I keep reassembling a mechanical pencil. Well, get one that doesn't break or it doesn't fall apart. I don't know. Just saying. Or you just do it because you get bored. That's a little brutal though. I do not condone that kind of... No, that's a little too much. Punishment, okay, but corporal punishment like that for something like that? No. That's too much. That's a little too much. On my book. Or in my book. German Pokemon. Well, you're lucky. Well, because there is I designed a German jelly. Gel man. Oh, I should put that in my portfolio, by the way. Gel man. Gel man is pretty cool. Also, the other that one I cannot show, I guess. Is it an important boss chase? The newest one. What kind of law? They did not really have webbed hands, but not frogs at least. Not toads. Frogs do to a degree. We did dancing lessons in sports, really. Oh, in? I mean, okay. Not in, okay. Jesus. Yeah, that one is a sort of secret. Okay, no worries. Don't worries. Don't worries. Just asking, just in case. You know, just in case. I am asking just in case. I figured. That's why I didn't show it. I'm trying to keep the secret. I love the Gel Man. It's the best one. He's the best one. He's the king of the soul of the party. The Gel Man. The Gel Man. Oh wait, I'm trying to figure out the muscles here. What the hell is... Oh god, no, this is... It should still have the same muscles as a human being. That sucks. How do I render that? Legit one of my favorite slime monsters. Not just because it's in my game. Alright, Samuel, I'll check it in a few. Let me just finish this, in any case, the stream is almost over. And let me have a look real quick. Okay, it's definitely chilling. It's got a bell with wings. It's got a... What's it called? The... Oh god, I cannot draw slime. How are the... You know what, I think it was just... Reminds me of a slime with wings, the thing on top. With the, you know, the thing it's got, or a bell with wings. Dragon Quest die. I was bored. It was Arabic language class and I already knew Arabic. Kurdish language teacher would make me stand in the corner and the English teacher would give me -2? You give negative marks? Over there? We don't give negative marks. There's no -1. The minimum you can get on the scale is 1 here. Nowadays you get like ABC, I think, here as well. But back in the day when I was going to school, you get like numbers from 1 to 10. 6 being... What the hell is that? 6 being passable. Anything below 6 not passable. Maybe I want the claws to be a little different in this. Your stream bot seems selective on what shows up here. Is it? I'm gonna have to check. I think so, yes. Yeah, it's true. Yep, you're right. You're right. You're not seeing everything that's in there. I'm not seeing someone's last messages there. Jeez. That's problematic. It might have some sort of moss, yeah. All over. It's gonna be mostly in the detail phase anyway. I'm gonna add some legit scales sort of things. Not exactly scales, but something like that. Not exactly scales. It's gonna have some sort of scale. Because frogs do have scales, so some kind of scaly skin. Which mean angry Typhlosion for alligator? Maybe. Maybe. I might. But after this I'm gonna do some dragons. Then maybe do the trash Pokemon thing. Probably. Yes. Negative marks are a common way of punishment. That's so... What happens that, like... That's... What if you only get negative marks? By the way, they will give you some extra marks if you did your cleaning duty, because we didn't have generous... Oh. Dang. That's rough. You had it really rough. God. I'm sorry you had to go through that. That sounds pretty rough. Bumpy skin for frogs? They're kind of scales to me. I don't know how it's called, but they look like scales to me. I have them like I have macro images, then they look like scales to me. Kind of like turtle scales a little bit on some areas of the turtle. This might want to go farther. Might want to go a little farther. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. It's not scales, it's epidermis. Well, they kind of look like scales. They're not, I guess, technically scales, but they look like... I would treat them, drawing-wise, as something like scales. So. Bark skin is composed of an epidermal and dermal layer with immune cells throughout each layer. I see. I call them scales for simplicity. You know how I am with names. You guys know at this point. I'm not very specific with names. Like, whatever. That sounds like that. It's gotta be that. So, it's fine. It's fine. So I'm gonna... Hopefully it's mean enough. What kind of plant do I want to keep myself open to a few options. You sent it a while ago, Samuel, on Discord, our share. This goes, I guess. Oh, it's another one. I see. I'm gonna add 3. Well, all the Pokemon have 3 toes for some reason. This one is 5. Look at that. There you go, like an actual frog. What kind of plant do I want to add? Huh. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna add leaves. Because I don't want to cover too much of it. I think he went to get kimchi, yes. I'm pretty sure. See if I can figure out a good way to make these leaves look half decent. I don't want it to look like hair though. It's looking pretty good so far. Devil Snare Venusaur. I mean, it is some. It's a rafflesia, so I think it eats plants. It eats insects anyway. I think it does eat insects. I don't want to say something stupid, but it probably does. They don't want banana plants, banana leaves there. Like these. These are clearly banana leaves. Burns and grass. I don't know. I don't want to make it too complicated. It's just a little thing. Oh, did you eat your lunch already? Emperor of cheese? Emperor. I don't want to draw ferns. I don't like drawing ferns. Honestly, I just don't. So let me add I'm hungry. Oh, how can I be hungry? I ate almost 3,000 calories today. Jesus. Starving. I ate 2,800 calories today and I'm still hungry. God damn it. Oh. It's something that I should probably see. This is another weakness I have. Plants with leaves. Plants with leaves, not actual plants. Plants with leaves. Half of that? 1,500 or 1,400? Jesus, no, I can't do that. Oh, you have it there. Okay, I see. How would I? What would I do? Really? Only that? Man, I would die. Lucky you. Well, I wish I could not lose weight by eating that. I mean, I guess you are losing weight if you eat that. That's not much. Like, how do you keep your weight? Like, how many do you eat to keep your weight? Like 2,000 or something? How tall? I am 175-ish, 4'5"-ish. No, I'm not. I'm not very tall. I have a fast metabolism. I already checked. I do not have any any hormonal dysfunction, so it's just, well, my parents were both very skinny, to be fair, so like both of them, so it's gotta be genetics. But man, I was not expecting, because I've been increasing calories little by little, and now, like, literally today I count my calories and I ate over 2,800 calories. And now I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I gotta eat more cookies, I guess. 195 and 90 kilograms. I am less than that on both. I'm around 60 kilograms more or less. And 175. So 2 centimeters above average, really. It's pretty average here. Yeah, it like almost perfectly average. That's not bad calorie wise, but I'll probably need more. Oh yeah, I think we are the same. Me and Cheese are pretty much the same in terms of build. I'm just a little taller than him, not much. And he's more or less the same. So he eats and he doesn't gain weight. I am, to be fair, I am gaining weight, but very slowly. Like, I would have to gain weight at a like much faster rate by eating what I eat. You cannot eat cookies without feeling shame and guilt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look, I would trade places any day. Trust me. Any day I would trade places with you. I have to keep eating if I don't want to lose weight. If I do not want to look like I'm dying or something, or someone is depriving me of food. But I swear I eat that much. I don't know why. Just like this. Then probably around 40 or 50, I'm just gonna explode and be like super fat. That's kind of what happened to my dad. He was not fat. Like, he was super skinny until he was in his 30s. Yeah, even 40s. Then he had an accident. He fell from a bridge. not exactly a bridge. It was like a scaffolding at work, and he broke some vertebrae, and he stayed still a few months, and then he got not fat, but kind of belly fat. That might be what happens to me. Not falling, hopefully. But he was around 50 when he started gaining weight. Other than that, he was always very skinny. So it's wonderful. Yeah, I mean it is. He's not petite and skinny. I mean, his hair is long. His head hair, at least. So. Probably gonna have to cut back on these because I'm not a fan of. They look like hair. Look at that. I want to use a few larger leaves or something. The stem here is basically a palm trunk. Thanks for what? No, he's not petite. He's normal, kind of like me, I guess. Well, I'm a little skinny, but I wouldn't say petite. No, I've got pretty large shoulders. Yeah, actually, kind of large, which is strange. So I look kind of. I have the classic like V shape. I put on a lot of muscles on my shoulders. So. What? Oh, hey, Kim. How's it going? It's been a while. Yeah, we are a regular height, I guess. Or depending. I mean, in any case, we're just half American. So. Me and Cheese are pretty similar. Except I'm not half American. Unfortunately, I would say. I would like to. Because I could live there. A lot of possibilities. You have been good, and how are you now? average height in the US, isn't it 5'8", 5'9"? I think I'm like around that, 5'8", 5'9". Isn't it that? I don't know. Super long ago, monkeys. You have your dad's body too. You look thin. You weigh above average, have a large upper body and big calf muscles. I see. You're 6'1", right? Jeez, yeah. I remember you're very tall. Or pretty tall. I guess not very tall, but pretty tall. 6'1" is pretty tall. I'm good. I'm hungry. I was saying I'm hungry even if I ate a ton of calories today. Or maybe I just counted them wrong. I don't know. I don't think so. Because the rice cooker I have makes around 130-ish grams of rice. So when it's raw, counted raw, it's about 130. And I ate almost all of it. It was about 100. So I ate either 90 or 100 grams of rice. Then I ate almost 2 steaks. Like 200 grams, 200-ish grams of meat. And I ate 2 cookies and I ate lettuce. I'm thinking I ate something else too, but I forgot what. No, probably just that. But before that, like 2 hours before that, I took a protein bar and another cookie. And I ate much more at lunch. So, you passed the dating app requirement, right? Right, Chase? That's like 6 feet. If you're below 6 feet, do not bother using dating apps. Do not even bother. Usually. That's what they say, right? Okay, the vines here I can make pretty well because of the Nepenthelescerus plant. Cheese, why do you call Chase Chiatsu? In homeschool, I had a friend that was 187. That's kind of like 6'2", right? He was the tallest kid in school. It was short. Oh, I was very short until I was 15. Then at 15, I grew. I grew really fast. That's probably why I'm skinny. I was normal for my height, like normal weight for my height. But then I was not eating much because my my mom doesn't know how to cook. So I got way taller. I was 156, something like that, until I was 14 years old, and then I just grew up all once. Literally all at once in 1 year. So I got skinnier, and I guess I didn't eat enough to because I didn't feel like to support the new size, and so I stayed skinny. My metabolism adapted. But my son is kind of skinny too, so it is genetic, although he's half Japanese. My wife is not exactly skinny, but she's not fat either. Her sister is skinny. I don't think it's a reference to Chaozu. Oh, it's 11, damn. God damn, I didn't notice. I did not notice it was 11. I'm gonna have to go. You're gonna have to go. Okay, let's see where we are. Might have to fix the leaves a little bit. It's looking pretty good though, I'm liking it. The other leg is back here. You lower this. Oh. Here. Yeah. John Venusaur. Alright, everybody. Let me see real quick if I can... Oh, Commander is doing Final Fantasy 9, but we're doing Pokemon today. Not really. Okay, never mind. We're gonna do it next time, probably. Which is your idea? Anyway, yeah, feel free to post it on Discord. I really have to go. So, yeah. Thanks everybody for being here with me today. Tomorrow we're going to continue with this. And then we're going to do some dragons after this is kind of done. Maybe you're going to do 3 days of this and then 2 days of dragon. And then we're going to do FF13. I don't get tired of it. And then we're going to do the Ethermon stream on Monday. Okay? Thank you again. And yeah, have a good one.